side, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? How she was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it?
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Taken in the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. It's Gibson, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. They go play action with Haskins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jones. That'll be complete to Breida. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
C.J. Mosley.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Jones. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Greg Joseph now to try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Joseph's got it. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go, yeah. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
56, check 56.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
1st and 10 at the...
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Play action. Haskins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Haskins, a quick throw into the hands of McLaurin. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
They find some open field here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Shotgun handoff now for Love. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Carrier. Lorenzo Carter on the tackle. A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
That's the reason we ball for.
Dustin Hopkins on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. And Hopkins' kick is no good. It's wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He's going to air, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 33 yards that time.
On the play. 1st down, Giants.
They run with Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Good one.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. They set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. The kick by Joseph is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They run the counter. Love. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Shit.
On second down, here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Greg Joseph.
So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his second touchdown on the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown.
I think if you hold defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Jones now looking to throw on second down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Third down.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Giants.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Got a man, Slayton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a giant 1st down on a gain of 16.
1st down, New York.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Taken down.
Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
2 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
47's the mark. 47's the mark.
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down.
At the 6-yard line.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Two minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there.
25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
47 to Mike, 47. Check, 47.
Throwing again. Jones. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Complete.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. Jones on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Jones pass.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
6-yard line.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
First throw now for the backup Allen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
His pass intercepted by the Giants. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram
Touchdown.
in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and taken.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Breida to get the third quarter started. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They run again with Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
22-yard line.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He'll have a first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Jones operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. It's kind of an interesting decision. 1-score game, 3rd quarter. What do you do?
Yeah, I'm willing to go out on the limb on this one and go for it. And here's why. If I set it up right now and go get the touchdown, I'm in firm control of this ball game, and my team has a ton of confidence. If I don't get it, hey, I rely on my defense. And if somehow they go downfield on me and score, so be it. I want to be in control and in firm control right now.
Joseph's got it. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kill, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Love. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's Love again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
You need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. This is Love. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. On the carry, it's Love. That 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on first down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action now. Haskins. Flush to his right. And he connects with Ertz. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
At the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. Haskins, open man here, Sims complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now it's Breida. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Breida.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. This is Breida. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
C.J. Mosley on the tackle.
The Giants on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and 6. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Joseph is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3.
Washington.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do?
even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He sets to fire deep. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Giants 33, Washington 24. Greg Joseph.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go with Haskins. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
1st down. 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And once again, this is Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
That's a 14.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Haskins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Haskins to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Dwayne Haskins, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And Washington has made this a 1-score game.
Extra point.
And the lead is down to 2.
Is good. Makes the
So down only 2 now. Still a chance to finagle their way into field goal range if they can get this onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue.